2 months ago, I quit my job with no backup plan, with no idea what I was doing. The only thing that was certain at that time, and that I knew for a fact, that I couldn't stand any longer being in a toxic environment as I was in at this point. This job I had in hospitality, it was slowly breaking me, so I left. And this is everything that happened since. My mornings and actually my days look a whole lot different than they used to be. I have no alarm clock anymore, but I wake up around 7 each day. It's just me, my apartment, and my boyfriend, who's actually now working. And a lot of uncertainty in my life that I'm slowly learning to deal with and to sit with. Because I know for a fact that the job market is that bad for Gen Z, that getting a job is like solving the biggest mystery on planet Earth. Been applying for a lot of jobs. I think it's between 50 and 70. I lost track of time and track of how many jobs I applied for, because some days I get so aggravated and so frustrated that I just apply for 10 jobs straight, not even reading the job application completely. Just hopefully somebody's gonna reply. But to be honest and to be truthful, nobody's replying. You only get ghosted. So I'm really stuck here. I applied for hospitality jobs, I applied for just regular office jobs, I applied for jobs that have to do with law, because before I went to hospitality, I actually got my first state exam. I won't even get those jobs. It's rejection and it's silence. And when someone replies, it's not really a good fit, to be honest. The most important part of my life, I forgot. I'm also a cat mom. How could I forget? I really am a bad mother. Yeah, you're hungry. Okay, let me introduce myself. My name is Ellen. I'm 28 years old, turning 29 this August. This makes me almost 30. I studied law.
What the hell?
I thought it was a good idea just to study law, and my parents, they loved it. They loved the idea of me becoming a lawyer. And for me, I hated the idea. I hated it to my guts. I was forced to finish my degree because I was getting like a student credit from Germany. And if I quit, I had to pay it back, like the whole thing. And that was way too much. It would be around 40 to 50K. And I didn't want to put myself or my parents, who helped me financially at this time, in this amount of debt. So I was like, yeah, okay, then I'm just gonna finish it and I'm out of here. So I finished it, just my first state exam that makes me a paralegal in the US. So you get the idea what kind of degree I got. And then I just went straight to being a waitress. I chose the restaurant industry because I always worked in the hospitality era during my time at the university. So it was like convenient for me. And honestly, the pay was way better than just going into a job for my degree. So I was like, yeah, okay, the money's better. I like the energy. I like the working hours. I like the people in hospitality. It's like they have their own vibe, if you know what I mean. If you're coming from hospitality, you work in the industry, you know what I'm saying with that. So for me, that was like easy money. I spent years, almost 10 years in hospitality. Yeah, and in my last job, as I mentioned earlier, I met the biggest narcissist I've ever met in my life, and that was my manager, that was my boss. I actually endured working for him for 1 year, but yeah, a couple months ago in March, I quit because I was getting so anxious, and I think I was close to getting a burnout. So my mental health was on the get-go. On the other side, I'm also running a small creative studio. I taught myself how to be a social media manager, how to do web design, how to do branding and graphics and video editing, everything. That's what I learned for the last 2 to 4 years, what I taught myself. I also made money with that. This was kind of a side hustle for me, but in the last couple months I hadn't had the time or the energy to do it, so I'm back on track with that. I'm trying to build up a stream of income from that. But that's where I'm standing right now. The one constant through it all of this has been cooking for me. Cooking keeps me sane. Cooking is like journaling to me. I can switch off my thoughts, I can switch off my head and just be in cooking. Just for you to get a sense of it, that it's more than a hobby to me, that it's more than just a passion. It's my safe space. I'm a shy ass person. Having my own YouTube channel, yeah, that's kind of scary and kind of weird and kind of awkward, but I'm still doing it because right now I got nothing left to lose. I really got nothing. So this channel, what is it going to be? Recipes, real ones, and then in between some vlogs, because I've always was someone who loves watching vlogs of other people about building a freelance business, about getting back to myself, getting back on my mental health. It's about the messy in between, not knowing where to go, what to do next. Maybe some of you are in a similar kind of situation, so we can figure it out together. Then one of our big plans is building up our own restaurant. That's always been a big dream of me. Our long-term plan is to eventually go back to my boyfriend's home, to the US. So maybe in the next couple years you're gonna see that too. It's gonna be a surprise. We don't know when we're gonna go there. We're not at the place yet, but someday we're gonna go back. And of course, kitchen tips, not just recipes, but also how to be a better cook for yourself also. But I think it's just beautiful to cook something up and for everybody to sit down together and enjoy it, and to have something to look forward to. Maybe as a family, as a couple, as friends, just as human beings sitting together, enjoying a meal together. I think that there's something holy about it. And now we're all ready in the heart of my apartment, the kitchen. My boyfriend has Caribbean roots, and that was the first time that I was probably introduced into cooking, and I'm so grateful for this, and it matches my energy so well and what I'm expecting of a dish for me. The Caribbean cuisine for me is the best one in the whole world. There's nothing's competing against it, and I embraced it so well and with gratitude in the last 2 years that I'm finally at the place where I can say, yeah, my pernil just slaps. I know I'm not a Latina, I can't even speak Spanish, but I'm really trying to work on that. If you got tips for that, let me know, write it down below. But I just love the cuisine, I love the culture, everything about it, the flavors, the ingredients, everything is so vibrant, so tasteful. That's nothing against the German cuisine or anything like, or a European one. So for me, that's where I really can cook with my heart. So yeah, that's what you're gonna see on this channel mostly, is Caribbean cuisine, Caribbean fusion, what I'm calling it, like my own creations with it, but also some classic pasta dishes, some comfort food, and especially cakes and cookies and everything sweet, because I like baking since I was a kid. So we're gonna be right into it. And for the last part of the first video, let's cook something together. Not real quick, but kind of easy. We're gonna make some arroz con gandules, and we're gonna do some chicken thighs as our protein, which we're gonna season real well. Don't be afraid of flavors. Don't be afraid of seasoning. Your protein has to change color, then it's seasoned well. And then we're gonna bake it in the oven. We're gonna start with washing our rice. Please do me this favor, just this one. Wash your rice. Same time, we're gonna wash our chicken. I defrosted it a couple of hours ago. You're gonna need limes and vinegar. Then you just wash it with water. Just season your chicken well, as I mentioned. It has to change color. I always put my seasoning mix on the no skin side, and the skin side I only season with salt to get it real good crispy. You then flip it, and then you just put salt on the skin side. While the oven is heating up, we're gonna start with our base that consists of sofrito. Good amount. That's my first video. If you made it this far, thank you. I'm really grateful. I don't know where this channel's gonna go, but I know it'd be real. It'd be the truth. Yeah, thank you. See you next week.